Hello everyone, it's Chillmonger. You know what the title says. This is going to include all of Marvel Phase 4 films and web series. I'll treat them the same, equally give them that respect because man, these web series are going to be 6 episodes, and if you divide that, it's about the length of a film. And I'm going to rank these all based on my anticipation, starting at the bottom with Moon Knight. I don't know much about this character, and that could be looked at as a negative, but it just means he's got an opportunity to surprise me, and expectations are so low that it could be good. All of these are going to be good. I should have started by saying that. I am interested in all of these things. I'm just happy to get Marvel. That's where I am in my life. They've knocked out 23 out of the park, including Eternals. Eternals is the film that is going to rank the lowest because, man, again, I don't know much about the Eternals. I know they all died, and I think it's Avengers issue number 2 that Jason Aaron wrote. It's not something that I care for. Not characters that I want. I know about the Black Knight, but I don't see. I'm interested in what their X-Men mutant connection will be. Maybe even how they link to Thanos. So again, there's interest, but it's that low. Next, She-Hulk. The problem is, I don't care about Jennifer Walters. I do care about Bruce Banner, who probably is going to have to be here. She-Hulk gets her powers from his blood. So I'm interested in that part. Loki. Okay, respect to Tom Hiddleston, but because it's happening in a different branched reality, as the Ancient One put it, I think there's going to be a whole bunch of non-consequential crazy stuff that they can get away with that probably won't mean much to all these other films, and I'm a big fan of connective tissue. We go next to Hawkeye. I like Haley Steinfeld, who's rumored to play this character. I like Jeremy Renner. He's been with us since 2011 Thor. Next, we go to WandaVision. WandaVision, you know what? It would have been a little bit lower for me, but that trailer that came out, it's so bizarre. It's sort of interesting. I want to see what happens. So I put WandaVision 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th. Number 7 is Shang-Chi. We got Simu Liu, a Toronto actor who I've seen his work. So it was very surprising to see, hey, wait a minute, is that the Kim's Convenience guy on stage at Comic Con? And there's definitely a Toronto bias, which I'm not going to ignore on this channel. And this channel is an anti-white supremacy channel. Seeing a Chinese film happen is something that appeals to me. So there's my interest. Next is Spiderman Home 3. I love the way Far From Home ended. I love Spider-Man, and this is in the middle of the pack. But again, like I said, these are all films I'm interested in. Let's see what Spider-Man has in store for us. The only thing that worries me is Sony's involvement, but that hasn't affected my enjoyment of the prior 2 films. So let's give that this chance. So let's give this the chance. Falcon and the Winter Soldier now. I've heard some stuff about Wolverine. And the fact that it's the next thing that we're going to get, it's probably going to come before November, before Black Widow. And anticipation is high. I love the way that Falcon threw that shield in the Super Bowl commercial. Remember the Super Bowl when we thought everything was coming? Yeah, then everything got delayed. Thor, Love and Thunder. Directed by Taika Waititi. Thor is coming back. Jane Foster is coming back from 6 years ago, back when we didn't think she was still in the MCU, but nah, they broke up and they're back together. It was a mutual dumping if you ask Thor, but they're back together. Let's see what they have in store. I loved Ragnarok, so I'm probably going to love this one too, and Thunder. And then we go to the highest ranked web series, Ms. Marvel. This is a celebration of modern comics. This is a character who debuted maybe 6 years ago. Yeah, around the same time as Jane Foster. And here she is getting her own Disney Plus. This means that you don't have to have a long history, and your first appearance doesn't have to be from a date that begins with 19. This is a celebration of new characters. The best of the new characters that they've put out, second to Riri Williams, is Ms. Marvel. Next we go to Black Widow. And this is probably because I got to see all those trailers, but I'm sort of interested in this. I thought Scarlett Johansson's performance in Endgame was her best yet. So this movie happens, I think, after Endgame. Some people say it's going to be between Civil War and Infinity War. I saw them ask her the question, and all she said was, yes. That is not Convincing me. I'm pretty sure this happens after A Soul for a Soul. Captain America returns the stone. Black Widow's back. She's got to be a spy, and she can't reveal her, her being back because she's got some work to do. She wants to find out about her family, which Thanos said in the movie. Your dad, his name is Ivan, and she didn't even know that. All of a sudden, she's going to meet her family in this next movie. Yeah, it happens after Endgame. But see all these theories. That's why I'm interested in Black Widow. Then we go up to Captain Marvel 2. This movie's director news has influenced me. What's her name? Naya DaCosta? Man, I have never watched the first Candyman. I'm not even interested in watching the next Candyman. All I know is that's a black woman, and that's going to make me happy. Knowing that a black woman is directing this film makes me happy. I'm gonna say that again for the people in the back. A black woman is directing this film, and that makes me happy. Historical context: black women couldn't even vote freaking 100 years ago, and now she's directing this Marvel film. I'm sure they didn't. Again, 23 out of 23 of these Marvel films were good, so I'm sure Marvel's not making a mistake by casting her. Let's see what she has in store for Captain Marvel 2: Secret Invasion. We got two more movies left. The second highest anticipated film for me is Doctor Strange: The Multiverse of Madness. What does this have in store for us? Originally, it was supposed to be the May of 2021 date. That's a big date for a movie to come out in May. So this was going to be a crossover. We know that Wanda Maximoff was going to play a part here. Doctor Strange's performance against Thanos, him manipulating everything that happened in Endgame, he's a main eventer. Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness is going to be crazy. And the number one film I'm most interested to see is the second Black Panther. We don't even know its title. We don't even know its villain. But I know Ryan Coogler's involved. I know Chadwick Boseman's involved, and that crazy cast from the first film. This movie is going to be good. There's no way they can do wrong. I don't see how that team, with that Ludwig Göransson, the composer, and everything involved in this film, can fail. They couldn't fail if they tried. Black Panther 2, 4 years in between films. That's crazy. But it's coming. Black Panther 2. Thank you everyone for watching. Click like to help me out. Type in a comment. I bet there's someone who thinks Moon Knight is the most anticipated film in their opinion. We don't both have to be right, but if that's your film of choice, that's your web series that you want to see, let me know.